This is the earliest. I have been home all week because I literally have to run to catch the train because it comes at 5:12. And if I miss it, I have to wait and for the next train, which is like 25 minutes or so later. So it's really annoying. I am so exhausted and so hot right now. It is unbelievable. It is still 30 degrees. And it is almost 6 o'clock. I had McDonald's today, so I'm not eating dinner. I'm just gonna drink lots of water. I'm probably gonna have a pop, plus I'm probably gonna have one of my vodka cruisers. But yeah, I am exhausted too. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. Okay. I'm trying to work out if I have enough food, and I don't need to make food this weekend, but I feel like I need to actually do groceries again and cook up some meals, or at least I'm going to need them by Friday next week, which is really annoying. Yeah, anyways, I was saying about work. I've just got a message saying that they are signing on to get pay increases. They're not saying by how much, so I don't know. Apparently it might be a little bit different than the other one, so I need to try to figure out what that is. But I should be getting something for voting so I can like read up stuff to know, and they're gonna back pay, so that is amazing. I still haven't found out if I'm gonna get back pay from the other center. It would be absolutely amazing if I did, but I have no idea. I should, and then I would get back pay for the whole lot, like from December the 2nd, because I voted with them as well, but I'm not exactly sure whether or not they're going to pass that on or not. Look at these beautiful earrings my friend sent me. Are they not just gorgeous? Stunning. But yeah, it's so hard today. This is an example of my day. So today should have been an easy day because only one of my autistic kids showed up, and he's a little bit more manageable. He's still hard, he still runs out and stuff like that, but he's a little bit more manageable. He can be a little bit of a Tasmanian devil, but not as bad as the other one. And one of my difficult kids didn't come in today. Another difficult kid did come in, who is a sibling of the autistic kid who just hasn't started school yet. So that was a little bit hard in itself. But I only had 9 children between pre-kindy and kindy. I'm in the kindy room, but we combined. I was put with a staff member because I could kind of be on my own. I was put with a staff member, and I said I need another staff member in there because, like, I can't be on my own with, not that I can't be on my own. If there was just 9 normal kids, then I would be on my own and that would be fine. But because there's the autistic kid, you just need support because you have to do nappies and it's in another room and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, they put this girl in the room with me who's lovely, but apparently she is only 16, and which means technically she's not in ratio because she's just a student, but she's a paid student. So I don't even know how that works, honestly. So she can't do nappies. She can't be inside left by herself. So like at one point in time I was like, oh, okay, well do you want to go do a nappy and I'll take the kids outside. And she was like, no, I can't do nappies. And I was like, what the heck? So I had to leave the door open when I did the nappies. And yes, I only had 2 or 3 nappies to do, but still, I had to leave the door open to do that. So then I had to be like, she was able to do the bathroom and that, but she couldn't be outside. So, like, I could be out, she can be outside, but, like, the outside area is such a massive space, right? So it's better for her to be inside. So there was just times during the day where I was just like, what the heck? Like, you basically have to do everything. So I did do a little bit of teaching today. I found the locker tags that I thought I had lost, so that's amazing. I did wanted to laminate those today. Didn't get a chance to, which is really annoying. In the morning, they did the letter A. They collaged it. Do you think I even had time to put that up for parents? No. And then in the afternoon, I got them all to make individual volcanoes. So there was 2 troughs. 8 children did it. We had more than that outside, but almost all the kids actually, I think, did it. I got them to make a little volcano, put a hole in it, and then I gave them a teaspoon of baking soda, and then a little cup. I put some vinegar in it for them to do it. So they all got to do it. There was no color because there's no color. So that was cool, and I wish I would have been able to put up for parents, and I should have told the girl to video instead of just taking photos, but whatever. At least we did a morning activity and an afternoon activity, and I did a circle time. I was also a little bit annoyed because I went on lunch for like an hour, and normally I let them watch like 20 minutes, pretty much max, of like, I've just started doing it, of like a number block or something. So I put on number block while I was trying to get these 2 girls to sleep, and the other person was cleaning up, because that's when we have to do the bathrooms. We have to put the chairs up on the table, sweep and mop, and then take them down. And the children can play once everything's dry. And we set the table. Normally we've been trying to set the tables up so they can do indoor quiet activities. Not that it works very well, but anyways. This 16-year-old and this other lady, like, left them in front of the iPad for an hour. And I was like, no, that's not what we do. That is so bad. We use it specifically to do those chores, because we need them to sit down and do something. At least it was still number blocks. Luckily it was still on, but I was not impressed. And then equally not impressed because, like, you just felt like you were left alone all by yourself all the time, and the person you were with couldn't do anything. And then some children started to go home, and someone who's kind of acting as like assistant manager, I guess, decides she's going to tell everybody to come and do this medical policy thing, and we're going to do it on the floor. Well, she had like 3 of us doing it at the same time. Like, parents are coming in. I'm like, how bad does it look like? We're all here doing this policy, doing this. And she was like, everybody needed to do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turned out that she had to actually fix something. They were saying it to the wrong email or whatever. And so I couldn't even do it yesterday when apparently I should have done it. But yeah, so I was annoyed about that because then we had to do it. And the policy is like 22 pages long. So no, we didn't. If you worked in early childhood before, you didn't necessarily need to read the policy to do the quiz. And I was able to do the quiz pretty much without reading the policy. Well, without reading the policy. I did ask a couple questions. I knew, like, I didn't ask questions. I just said, hey, would this answer be right? And then I just said to them, look, I'm actually going to read through the policy. I'm not reading it word per word, but I'm skimming a lot of it. Never even knew about, in New Zealand, you do CPR, like you talk about a little bit about like EpiPens and asthma, like little superficial cuts, head things, stroke. I can't even think of everything. Like hazards during your training. Every 3 years you have to do it, or every 2 years? Maybe it's every 2 years. I can't remember. I don't know what it says on my phone. What does it say on my phone? I did it in 2023. I think I needed to do it again this year. No. This year? I think it's every 3 years. It's manage first aid in an emergency situation, provide first aid, and provide basic life support. But apparently in Australia, or maybe just in Queensland, I don't know, you do your CPR, asthma, like EpiPens, all that kind of stuff is supposed to be done once a year, and then all that other stuff you learn 3 times a year. It's really weird. Really weird. Just found out about thunderstorm asthma. I was like, what in the world is thunderstorm asthma? Never seen that before. The other thing that was in this policy that's never been in any of the policies in New Zealand was a diabetic. And I was like, whoa, has anybody had a diabetic children? They're like, no. And I was like, oh, thank the Lord. Far out. I haven't even thought about that before. Like, I know I went to camp. I know I've been to camp, and one of the little girls had an insulin thing. Maybe it's happened twice at camp, actually, but they knew how to manage it themselves. They had a little bag of, like, sugars and stuff like that, so we knew what to do. But, yeah, this was, like, talking about, like, giving out insulin and stuff to kids, and I was just like, whoa, that is next level crazy. Like, has this actually ever happened? Because in my 20 years, I've never seen it. And they said no, so that's fine. So not only did she do that, then all of a sudden she went on a rampage. It was like, no one can leave early today. I don't know if people have been leaving early on a Friday or what, but no one can leave early today. We need all the bathrooms done, like including the staff bathrooms. They need to be, we don't know what the cleaners are doing. They need to be wiped down. And like all the rubbish needs to be taken out. All the dishes need to be done. The rooms need to be completely closed down. And so the people who will probably end up getting to leave early sat around and did nothing. And just ordered 3 of us other people to do everything else. So I was on bathroom and dishes, but then I also had to wash like my glue and stuff from earlier today. The thing that's really annoying is that, yes, we did end up having time to go and do it, but normally we don't. So they'll say to you, like, can you go close down your room? And you're like, sweet, I'll go close down my room. They literally want you to close down your room within 10 minutes. Like, this is not, like, you're needed as in ratio to be outside on the floor. But right now, we don't have very many kids. So, people have been scabbing off early. Not me. I haven't left early at all. I left 3 minutes early today. Yeah, 3 minutes early today. And made it in time. Maybe had 4 minutes to... Yeah, I didn't have to run to my train today, which yesterday I ran to get the train at 5:12. I didn't have to run to get it today, which was amazing. But yeah, it was just frustrating. And then the other girl that was ordering us all around was frustrated because she was in her room with 4 kids. One of those was autistic. But the other 3 are fine. Obviously, they're not kids that she, like the age group that she wants to be in, but I can't be by herself. That 16-year-old, and that is her room. So she couldn't be by herself, and I needed the extra support because I had more kids. She kept trying to send the second autistic kid that was related to mine into our room, and I was like, mate, you're going to have 3 kids to deal with. That's not okay. And then she was going around saying how bored she was because they were all sleeping. Get out your computer and do your programming, because you're saying that you can't do programming, that you have no time to do programming. Perfect opportunity to take an hour to do programming. Anyways. So yeah, it was just, look, I tell you, it happens every single time. Every single time that you're like, ooh, it might be a nice, cruisy, easy day. It never is. It never is. And I was like, I'm gonna have to be on my toes today because there's a little boy who's autistic who doesn't wear a top, so you have to smother him in sunscreen, and then he likes to be in the sandpit, and his mom's getting really cranky because she hates the sand. So whether or not that's why she didn't bring him in today, I hope it's not. I hope they were just on holiday or something. Yeah, I felt bad, but I'm like, the kid loves the sandpit, so I don't want to tell him that he can't go in the sandpit. Like, and good luck trying to tell him that, because he doesn't speak. He's nonverbal. Like, he doesn't really understand. He goes around tipping out containers. Like, let him be in the sandpit. I'd rather him be in the sandpit doing an angel than tipping out everything in my classroom. And so someone said to me today, can we just give him a container of his own thing that he can tip out? And I was like, yep, we can. But he's still going to go around and find all the other containers and tip them out. So, I mean, if it was that easy to give him a container that he would just tip out the things from that container and then we could put it back in and he could tip it out again. Like, if he could do that with just one container, I would give him just one container that he could continuously do that with all day long if he wanted to. Posting. I don't care. If that's what made him happy, that's what makes him happy. But that's not the case. He just trashes our room, and then we're told that we need to clean it up, and we don't have enough time to do it. So, I got 1 hour of programming this week. All I did was locker tags. I'm supposed to get 5 hours. I've got 1. So, and I said to the lady that came out, I'm not having the time to get off the floor to do anything. So I am doing the best that I can with the no resources that I have. And right now I'm trying to build relationships. And because the rooms are together, I am getting confused over what kids are mine and what kids are hers. And in the end, it doesn't matter what kids are hers and what kids are mine. It's hard to do a program. And it's hard to do a program when there's no support for those autistic boys and you're having to get up and do stuff for them. Yes, we're going to try to make it so that maybe she can do the first circle time with her kids and my kids can do it. And then I can do a circle time that's more for my kids, like during rest time or something, while her kids are sleeping. And then the few kids that she has up can be in it. I don't know really, but yeah. Like, I've just had another little boy's leaving today. I didn't know he was leaving. And then there's another boy who's leaving. I mean, they are boys that are a little bit harder, so I am not all that, I'm not all that sad about it, because that will still leave me with 2 boys that are a little bit harder. But, stern boundaries, routine, and some one-on-one with each of them will help. One of the little boys that is leaving is not even interested in spending time with me. Like, he wants to spend time with me only if I've got somebody else spending time with me. But when I've asked him, hey, do you want to come build a tower with me and spend some one time with me, he has no desire whatsoever to build that relationship with me. So, yeah, it has been 4 days. The days went really, really quick. look, would I prefer this than to crying and feeling like crap all the time? Technically, yes. Do I feel exhausted? Yes. The heat is definitely getting to me. My watch is saying that I'm doing about 7 hours a night. That's what it's saying, 7 hours a night. And it's also saying like that I'm doing like, well, today is almost 20,000 steps, 19,728. So it's telling me that I'm doing a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am. I'm barely sitting down. And like I said, I even found McDonald's today to walk to, so that was nice. I might treat myself every 2 weeks to have dinner out or have lunch out, and then I don't have to worry about having dinner. I do feel a little bit hungry now, but I think it's because I need water. So I'm going to leave you guys and go do that and try to just relax. Yeah, as I just feel like I've had no time because I get home, I shower, I eat, and then I'm watching either Celebrity Get Me Out of Here from the Jungle, that I'm sure doesn't have many episodes left. I just have to finish. There's nothing on the weekends until Sunday, so that's fine. So I can catch up on that. And I don't think there's maths today, but there is a Madonna, a Barbie, and a tennis thing, and even the Trump thing, actually, I would like to watch. So, feeling really bad. I've just heard about, not just heard about it, but I've heard about it sometime this morning about a plane crash in Washington that had Olympic figure skaters on it. Trying to figure out what happened there. 60 people were on it. Yeah, just collided with another flight. Like, feels so bad for them. Yeah, it's really tragic. Like, even little kids were on that, like junior people. It's just so tragic to have a death happen like that. Hopefully it was really quick. Hopefully it was really quick and there was no suffering. But yeah, heart goes out to those people. And the skating community is such a small, close-knit community. And so heaps of people are feeling it all over the world. These are a lot of Russian people. But even like Tara Lipinski and like people are feeling it everywhere because like I said, it's such a close-knit family, so my heart goes out to them. But yeah, that was some very sad news that we found out today. My friend I don't even know if she's decided to be my friend or not. She has reached out in a text message. She has not apologized. She just said, "Hi, hon, how are you going? Hope all is well." But I'm still blocked on everything, so I have not messaged her back. I do kind of want an apology. She took a 40-year-old tantrum on me over nothing and has blocked me on everything. She didn't even ask me to explain. She just assumed that I was someone I wasn't, and I had planned something, and completely disregarded her feelings, which is just bogus. I wouldn't do that. But then she decided she would do the same thing. Like, she decided to do the same thing to me and not get a hold of me for Christmas or New Year's. So, but I didn't do that because I did not plan this thing that happened. I was not inviting people, and I do not invite people. And I honestly did think about her. I even said that to the person. But she basically told me she didn't want to talk to me right now. So why would I then go and invite her after literally 24 hours before she basically said she needed space? So, and I haven't heard from her in a month. So, unfortunately, hearing from her doesn't make me feel like, after a month, it doesn't make me feel like she's even doing it because she's wondering how I am, really. It actually makes me feel like her partner's been with her for 3 weeks. They struggle. They have issues. She might need a break. She kind of uses me for that a little bit. And look, I'm normally happy to be that person to be like, yeah, come over, have a girls' weekend, or whatever. But with work as stressful as it is right now, I kind of just don't want to take on that. And, you know, I have moved here to make a fresh start and to do things a little bit differently. And this has got to be something that I do differently. I need to stop letting people treat me like trash. And I actually feel like I was treated like trash. She brought a concern to me over the weekend we had. I apologized that she felt that way. And I was in a little bit of a negative headspace. And so if she felt like I was doing that because I wasn't giving her the answer she wanted me to do, I have apologized and said I'm really sorry she felt that way and I wish she would have talked to me about it on the weekend. I've apologized for that straight up the minute I knew something was wrong. So, you know, like, it's just unfair to not have her do the same. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, but when you block everybody on it, when you block somebody who's supposed to be your friend, you don't talk to them during Christmas and New Year's, you know that they're by themselves, you have not reached out, and then you block them on everything without anything, and you try to send them under the bus by telling people that you talk trash about them, which, I mean, the person that she said that to has then said she talks trash about me, and I actually don't go around talk trashing about her, and I don't think she goes around trash talking about me. I just kind of say, I don't really like her, she's not really my friend, I don't really want to hang out with her. That's what I said. So, and she doesn't like me, and she doesn't want to hang out with me either, and that's fine, and this is someone who I've had issues with before. So, yeah, we hung out on that weekend because we can be adults and we can be civil together. And it wasn't about me, and it wasn't about her. It was one person came over from New Zealand and wanted to get together with people that she liked. And we were both the people. So I still asked her about how her job was going. I still asked her daughter about how school was going and how she was settling in, and asked about the other daughter, and had a conversation with her husband about how he was finding things. Because I can be a civil adult, because that's what I am. Anyways, so, yeah. Anyways, I need to go and have a shower, and I need to have a drink, and I need to sit down, because I am exhausted. So, have a good weekend. I do plan on going for walks this weekend because I'm not doing it during the week. I could try to maybe walk around the block. I don't know. I don't know if I have the energy to go on like a big walk after I eat at work. So yeah, I probably won't. But I will have to do my walking on the weekend. But yeah. I am, like I said, I am walking 40 some odd minutes, and then I am doing heaps of work. My pulse is like between like 90 and 110 or 115, almost all day long. It does say I'm burning calories, and I'm sweating heaps, because that's what happens in 30-degree heat. Anyways, I said I was going to go, so I'm going to go. Have a great weekend, everybody.